Hello guys, the DB Grinder here, back at it again with another video. And this video is on tech cards and side cards in the February 2020 format. I'm going to put the cards up as we go, so let's get started. First of all, there's Paleo Dynamiscus and Wing Windblast. Both these cards are being played. Wingblast more in just Salad. I think Dynamiscus is better than Salad though, but either way, the purpose of them is to out Window and Mystic Mine. Obviously, they can out other things, and Dynamiscus and Salad can summon back under Wolf. And then this is also being played in the Shadow Invoked as an out in the main deck for Mystic Mine, while still just being a good card. And it doesn't discard for cost, so it triggers Shadows. So that's like the first little line of cards. The next little tech thing is, if you've been watching my channel, you would have seen this, but it's the Zephyr package, and it being able to be searched off of this good old rank 4 right here, how it can add a rock. So you can add this and then do stuff with this. And Musa's already, he just put this in his pure Zephyr deck because it makes it more consistent. But it's cool how it can add the Zephyr package and add a negate to an end board, or it can just grab Nib, which is really good versus a deck like Salad. And then you can also play that in Lunalight, obviously, since it's just a rank 4. And then next, I got Mystic Mine, Demise of the Land, and then Metaverse. Because these cards, and especially a deck like Spiral, you can side these in when you're going second, or even main deck them and go second, and it's strong enough to just lock your opponent down, and then Spiral can just pop off and win the duel. So that's why I think these cards are pretty good in that deck. A lot of people aren't even main decking outs to it, and if they are, they have 1 or 2 outs in their deck, so they have to draw it too. So that stuff's pretty good in Spiral. And then just a really good tech card, Mind Control. This card's if they're playing an extravagant Spiral, you can use this to take Appaloosa, and once you take the Appaloosa, all they have is Sleeper and usually Nightmare Phoenix on board, and then Appaloosa can negate their Sleeper. So it's really good against that. And then the Spiral Mirror, obviously. I mean the Salad Mirror, obviously. You can take their Wolf. I don't know why I said Spiral Mirror. And then it's also an out to Window, and if they set Beast, you can Mind Control, take it, flip it, draw 2, discard. So Mind Control being a really good card. And then Super Poly. I know this isn't a tech card really, since a lot of people are playing it now, but you can wipe boards with this card. You can use their Window and their Macabre to go into your construct, and that's auto win right there. So Super Poly. And then next, the couple more outs to Window. Got Forbidden Chalice. Obviously that's Window. It makes it 2600, but that usually doesn't matter. You're just trying to shut it down for the turn. And then, come on now, I put the P. And then also Impermanence. Both just do the same thing, just shut it down. And then also Chalice, and this can also be used against Dweller or VFD even. And then the C. This card used to be played back in Zoo format, but I think it's actually pretty good right now because a lot of the Spirals, Extenders, Earth spells, so you can drop this on them and they just lose. And then you can also, this card's really good against the Shadow Invoke deck because all their starters or spells, so you can just drop this on them, and they have to make the Al Capone guy to negate this, but usually they've lost a lot of resources by then. So this is really good. And then next, something a lot of people didn't really notice, but you can Seeker Village and like Window people, and this honestly stops a lot of the outs too, because people are doing like Dark Ruler No More, just stuff like that. And if you have Seeker Village Window, then they also they can't get to their actual outs, like they can't sign up mining for Spinny or anything like that. So this is like a pretty cool lockdown combo, I just thought I would say, because the deck can play like Meltdown, Mystic Mine, Set Rotation, Terraforming, so it has like field spell cards, so you can just add that instead one time. The next, I have Dimensional Barrier. Obviously against like the Shadow Invoke deck, you flip this, and they can't do anything. They end with like Secure Garden on board, or just some very, very bad board. And then next, Anti-Spell, and I know this one isn't really a tech, but Imperial Order. I haven't seen this card being played a lot, but both these cards are like really good and insane. When you go first, you use either of them. You can't get Lightning Stormed or Dark Ruler No More. So like your board's safe, and it also just shuts down like the spells that they have, and also makes it so you can't get Mystic Mind. And then the Artifact Engine, and I'm gonna include Lancia in that too, because you can side deck that versus Dino, and you know that they're gonna make you go first, game 3. So you can like Sanctum in the Lancia to try to slow him down or stop him. So then you have like the Artifact Dungeon. If you open up Trap Trick, just flip it and standby to bring out Sanctum or to set it. So that way if they Lightning Storm, you'll just lose out to it. But obviously, like Summoning Scythe is really strong. They can't use their extra deck. So a lot of the decks end on like mediocre boards, and then you can just OTK them. And a lot of decks are also choosing to go second, so you can scythe them and then punish them for letting you go first. And then I know this isn't a huge tech card. I know I've said that like 10 times, but Cosmic, when you're going first against Spiral or Lunalight, because Spiral and Lunalight are both starting to play Mystic Mine, so you want to have outs for it. And this card is good going first or second against them, because if you're going first, this can be saved for Mystic Mine, or you can use it on the Spiral Resort, Big Red, or even hit like a Tanky or a Tiger versus Lunalight. So this is a really solid card. And then like side decking against like Salad, it can like hit the traps. And then this one, Cowboy. I see that a lot of people are playing Mystic Mine and Lunalight, and they are going to the time a lot, game 3. So, Cowboy, 800. Next, I got Gozen and Warlords. You can play Gozen and Warlords both in Salad. I think Gozen's better. And then in Guru, you can just play Gozen. Gozen being a pretty strong card against a lot of the decks. Not very good against Spiral though, because they can just pop it. Then next, I know this was shown off at like the PPG. I was doing this like way before the PPG, but it's good in Lunalight, which I didn't think about, because you can do this and then Exceton Knight, the Evil Storm guy, or you can do this in Magical Musketeers, and then main phase 2, since they'll have like 4 set normal summon a Magical Musketeer, make your link and summon 4 from deck, and then most likely you just win from there because you have like 5 summons, like 5 Magical Musketeer guys. Not a lot of decks can out that. It's like a Ties of the Brethren for going second. Then next, I got Silent Conflict, Microcoder, and then this, and Code Talker. So, Salad can play this like little engine where they have like Wolf on board. They can use Wolf and Microcoder to make Transcode Talker, add Silent Conflict or Silent Mining, usually the Conflict, and then Transcode, bring back Wolf, and that's a pretty good board because now you have a negate and Wolf can't be targeted and this can't be targeted. Or they just have one monster on board like Balinks, and they use Balinks and Microcoder in hand to make Code Talker, and then they get to add Silent Mining, which can let them keep going, or they can add Silent Conflict. So this is like a cool little engine that I think is pretty good. I'm probably going to end up putting it into my Salad deck just because of how like strong it is. And then next little thing that you can play in Salad. This one I feel like is for sure going to be main decked in every Salad deck while Windows in the format. So this card says at the start of the damage step, if your Cyberse linked monster battles an opponent's monster, you can send this from hand to grave, return that opponent's monster to hand, and then next effect is when your Cyberse monster destroys an opponent's monster by battle and sends it to the grave while this card's in the graveyard. You can banish one card from your graveyard, so you can banish Upstart or anything you want. Then target one level 4 lower Cyberse in the graveyard, add it to hand, and you can only use each effect once per turn. But this is really strong because now you don't have to like debug, add Spinny, activate Sanctuary or Will, then crash with Window. You can just add this and then attack Window and bounce it to hand. And then this can also add itself back, obviously, with its second effect. But it can also add back an extender, and then you can extend more in like main phase 2. So I just thought this card was pretty good. And like drawing it against like random decks isn't bad just because it's like a hand trap. And then next, this one was like a secret hidden tech that I knew about, but it was just played. The 3v3 YCS today. They made like a little article about it. But Heat Wave, so this card says at the start of the main phase, you can activate it. Neither player can normal summon or special summon effect monsters until your next draw phase. So pretty much you just activate this once you're forced to go first. Like Dino can start playing this. Shadal, Spiral. Pretty much just you have to be playing a deck that can actually like OTK. You just activate this, pass. You know you're not going to get Mystic Mind because you didn't put any monsters on board. And I doubt they're going to set one and then activate Mystic Mind. Then it goes back to your turn, and you just OTK. So just like complete shutdown. Really good card. Feel like you should pick it up now in case it goes up, by the way. And then next, Defusion. Old tech card. Again, just more ways to outwind. That card's really annoying, and then it can also like target Makaba and stuff, so it just hits everything in this Shadow Invoke deck. And the last thing I just wanted to show off was the Utopia double combo with double or nothing. I feel like this engine's being a little slacked on right now in Lunalight. If you're playing like the Mystic Mine and all that, you can Mystic Mine your opponent, then just double or nothing. And that's just a free win right there. You can also do like cool combos where you do Utopia double and you have Pentastag, so then Utopia double can do piercing. I saw that too. So like you have really cool ways to like kill with this, and it's a really easy win button with only one brick in the deck and 2 extract spots. But that's the last tech card I was showing off. That's also it for the video. Sorry for being like 15 minutes, not really too much on the screen. But like, comment, and subscribe. The DB Grinder signing off.